and they shut the door. And that is how Auntie Fulaya left. She's the only one I have to now talk to. I just miss home. Want to go. So, you back. Sorry, guys. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? Thank you guys so much for your love and your support. I really appreciate each and every one of you, and those of you that keep coming back, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. So in today's video is a story time. Yes guys, story time. Some time ago I did one video how all started. Those of you that you've been with me on this channel for a long time, you would have known half of my story. You see, half of it or quarter of it, yeah. Like I told you guys, age of 6, not age of 6, sorry, age of 9, I came to Nigeria, Lagos, to do Maid, and that decision was made by my father. And I came here to share as all started, how I went to live with my grandmother at the age of 3, how from my grandmother, my father just came one day and said she need her, he said he need his daughter, and how all started. So those of you that you didn't watch the video of the story part 1 of it, I'm gonna leave the link down in the description below so you guys can go and watch that first before watching this, or you can watch this and go and watch that. I mean, it's better you go and watch that one so that you'll be able to understand the story. So the reason why I'm here, I didn't plan to do that story anytime soon, honestly speaking, but there were so many requests. Gina, when are you gonna do it? When are you gonna do it? On my other channel, you guys are sending comment, that video, when are you gonna continue that story? When are you gonna continue it? So I decided today to share the story. I'm not saying I'm gonna share everything today, and even though what I'll be telling you is what I'm comfortable telling you guys, because there's a lot happened in my life that this is not the right platform to share some of it. So I will keep those one when the time comes for me to share it in the proper way. You guys will see, those of you that you are interested. But I only share the one I'm comfortable sharing today. So I remember where I stopped. I stopped at, we came to Nigeria, and the day we came to Nigeria, that was the day a lady came, one Alaja came. She's from Eko. If you grew up in Lagos or you know Lagos very well, you know the place called Eko. She's from there. So she said she need 2 maids, one young and one adult. And the same day we arrived, I've not eaten. I was so hungry. I was crying. As I said in that video, the first video, I was crying, but I didn't want them to know I was crying. You know when you're crying and your tears want to come and you are forcing it not to come, that is how it was. So the lady said she need me, and I told you guys there was it wasn't only me that came that day. There's other teenager, that other grown up that they've been coming to Lagos. They know how the system work and all that stuff. So the lady that the woman chose that she wants with me, her name was Fulayo. So I always call her Auntie Fulayo. Her name is Fumilayo, so I always call her Auntie Fulayo. So when the lady said she need 2 of us, I was so happy. I was so happy that at least someone that, you know the system is coming with me. That lady was my strength. The way she was then, I think she'll be around 21, and she had been coming to Nigeria. She's been doing Maid. She's expert in all these things, and it's my first time. I don't know how to speak the language. I was just hopeless. I was just there. So the lady took us and we went to her house, and she made us food. We have eba and bala soup or stew, and I was crying and crying and crying and crying. And the lady, it's not like I was crying, you know, when you are just, you know, what I do, you are just crying, sha. And yeah, and the lady asked the auntie that we're both gonna work with her, she asked her, which I said in the first video, she asked her that what is my name, and because I don't know how to speak the language, so she was talking to the lady was interpreting it for me in our language, Egun. So the auntie came to me, said, our madam said, what is your name? So I told her my name is Bosse. I told you guys in that video, the first video, that how my name becoming Bosse, how did I know Bosse? Because I said in that video, and I'm still saying it, my parent did not name me Bosse. It's just a name that I fell in love with. And how that story happened, how I discovered name Bosse, that will be in another video, okay? So I told her to tell our madam that my name is Bosse. So she told her that, she said her name is Bosse. And I asked that auntie that how much, I think, I don't believe that it's that day I asked her. It was one day, and the lady sent her to go and buy something, and she brought a change, and it now come that the change was exactly how much I was going to be ending. I was going to be collecting every month. And she said, this is the amount the lady will be paying you per month, 25 naira those days. That I'm talking, this is 1991. Yeah, I started coming to Nigeria in 1991. So he said, this is the money the lady is gonna be paying you, 25 naira a month. So the auntie now work it out that, by end of the year, by the time you make all this money, you make a lot of money. But I don't have access to that money. I did not. Okay, so we're there. I was there. My whole role there was I'll be fetching water. So I wake up around, because the pumping machine is not working. So we live in a house that is a flat. I don't know whether it's call it flat or block or flat. That some people will live down, some people live in the middle. We live up. So my role is to come down. There's a conga. I don't know. It's conga that is down that I have to be fetching water to be taken up. That is my own role. Me, I'll be fetching water. I'll be sweeping the floor, washing the plates, and that's Funlayo, because the lady we are working with, she have a boutique where she sell material, she sell lace. So that Funlayo will be going to shop Monday to Saturday. So we're doing like that, and in that building there's another boy, and his name is Sunday. He's from our country, another part, but he's from Benin as well. And people are just wicked. So I'm always fetching water with the woman she's living with. The woman is not treating her at all. My own is even better. Every day when we are fetching water, he will be dozing off. And when I see his madam, when I greet his madam like, "Pele my dear, pele my dear." Anyway, a lot happened to that boy. I don't know why I just started bringing that boy story, but this is not about the boy. It's about me. Maybe in another story time I'll be sharing with you about the boy. Just to let you guys know, this madam, what do you bring into this world, and what are you taking? Because you have money, so what? I know it's not your fault. Some of you be like, but it's your parents now. If your papa can allow you to go and do maid, so it doesn't matter. It's because of you guys accept a young child. How can you accept a 9-year-old? When my daughter, my first child, turned 9, sometimes I would be staring at her that, imagine this age, I went to go and live with a family, scrubbing the floor, fetching water. People are just wicked. Okay, so sorry guys, I didn't mean to be harsh, and I'm not harsh. Trust me, if you know my story, you'll be like, Janet, you're not even being harsh. Okay, so we're there. Nancy will go to shop, me, I'll be home, I'll be doing stuff. A lot happened. I told you guys, a lot happened that I'm only going to share the one that I feel comfortable with, as I said earlier. So one day, the lady, that auntie Funlayo, decided that she doesn't want to work with the lady anymore. That was 3 months later. And the reason why she said that is because the woman we are living with, she's elderly woman. She's around 60, you know. And she have a daughter. All her daughter have grown. Even her last born is a boy. I think he had like 6 girls. They've all grown. Some of them are university, some of them are living with their fiance, some of them are married. But this one daughter, she finished university. She stay with us. She stay with her mom, and she doesn't get along with that Auntie Fulayo. Auntie Fulayo go to the shop Monday to Saturday. It's only Sunday she's at home. That Sunday that she's at home, she doesn't get along with that woman. So because of that, she said she had enough. She's going. She doesn't want to work anymore. But then you guys, you know, there's no phone. I don't know how the uncle, I'll just refer them as the uncle that brought us. 1 week later, one of the uncle came, and they came to take her. And I started crying because she told me she's going. Even before the uncle came to pick her, I started crying. I said, please, you can't go, because it was her that was giving me strength. I know she go to the shop, but by the end of the day, in the night, I know that when she close, she come. I have somebody to talk to. I have somebody to speak the language with. You know, I have somebody that is there that does not make me miss home too much. Everything is just memory, just as if it was yesterday. So she said, oh, she doesn't want to stay because she doesn't get along with her madam, and she doesn't want to wala because one day Uma lupa the fair wala, like she wants to go. So I started worried. I started thinking, because every day, if that auntie go to the shop, every day when I'm eating, I'm crying. I'm thinking about my home. I'm remembering my grandma. I'm remembering my childhood, how I used to play with the sand, how I used to play with the chicken, how I used to play with the goats. Those are the kind of life I'm used to, and I love it. All of a sudden, I'm somewhere in the city, in one flat. This is not my lifestyle. I'm not used to this kind of life. I just want to go home. But when the auntie come in the evening, each time, you know, she make me feel better, at least. So when she decided she wants to go, I started worried. I started thinking, oh, please don't go, don't do this. She said she still have to go. So anyway, 1 week later, the uncle came, and the uncle was in the living room with the Auntie Fulayo. Me, I was just sitting outside because they have a living room, and when you walk out from the living room, you see a corridor there. That was where the dining is, and I sat there, and the same way from the dining, that's the way, and the way exit. So I was there. I was ready to go as well. I went to go and pack my stuff. And I don't know what they were talking about, and all of a sudden Auntie Fulaya opened the door. They opened the living room door, and she came out with that uncle, and and I said, I'm following them. Then I hold that uncle's leg. I said, no, me too, I'm going. I'm not going to stay, I'm going. And the uncle was like, don't worry. Okay, I'll come next week to pick you. I'll come next week. Don't worry, I'll come next week. Then I started crying. I said, no, I must go. And I hold his leg so tight. And I remember that day, that Alaja have a visitor. One of her friend was there. So they managed to let go, to let my hand go, to let the leg go, the uncle leg I was holding. And they shut the door. And that is how Auntie Fulaya left. She's the only one I have to talk to. I just miss home. I want to go. So, the woman. Sorry, guys. I'm not here to cry like a crybaby, but those experiences is very difficult for me. Because I remember as if it was yesterday. So, as they went, the woman called me. The woman I was working with, or I was working for, she called me. And she said I should kneel down there. She said, why are you crying? You want to follow her? Why are you crying? You want to follow her? Let me say it in Yoruba the way why tó ṣe ń sunkún pé ó fẹ́ tẹ̀lé, ṣé mo ń fìyà jẹ ni, ṣé mo ń fìyà jẹ tó ń sunkún pé ó fẹ́ lọ. It's like, why are you crying that you want to follow her, you want to go? Am I suffering you, or am I mistreating you or something? And she started kicking me with her leg. She started kicking my stomach, my head, my anywhere she could get to kick. And she started laughing with her friend that, hey, me, I don't even know how to smack. Me, I didn't. And she was kicking me with her leg. She kicked me. I cried and cried. So I was there, and one day, one of our granddaughter came, Baby Sola. In case you are Baby Sola, you are watching this video, and you live with your grandmother, and there's a girl that came to live and called Bosse. This is the Bosse. So the granddaughter came, her name is Baby Sola. So she go to school, she was living with her. So me and her, we normally play, we do things together. And one day, one of her daughter came. That her daughter was living in Ijebu. He was living in Ijebu Ode, or Ijebusha, with her fiance. So she came to visit her mom, and she saw me. She was like, mommy, they like you. And she said she want me to go with her to Ijebu, that she liked me. And that is how I follow her daughter to Ijebu. And during that, I only stayed with that family for 1 year. And during that 1 year, a lot happened. So I follow her to Ijebu, and she treats me very well. Everywhere she goes, she take me. It's like I'm her pet. She take me everywhere. She wants to go to the market, everywhere. She treats me well. I won't say she take me to the market, she buy me clothes, she do it, no. But she treats me well. Because when I was living with her mother, you know, because her mother sell clothes. Her mother gets some materials, and sorry guys. And so for me, so those are the clothes I was wearing. And I was living with her daughter that was staying with her fiance at Ijebu. That is how I end up in Ijebu Ode. So we always go to the market and things. So one day, we went to the market, and she cook, she make ewedu and eba, we ate. And when her fiance came, she served her fiance. So her fiance finished eating. There's one meat left in the plate. So she come and clear the plate. In her own thinking, when I clear the plate, I will eat the meat and wash the plate. That's her own thinking. So my own thinking, when I clear the plate, I'm like, I want to eat this meat. But if I eat it, if Auntie asks, what will I tell her? Then I could understand Yoruba, but I can't speak. I can understand, you know, but I can't speak at all. I can speak tiny, but I still can't speak, you know. So what I did, as a 9-year-old child, I don't know what I was thinking. I didn't want to throw the meat in the bin, and I didn't want to eat the meat or throw in the bin. That's the last thing I'm thinking. I didn't want to eat the meat because I'm scared that if I eat this meat and if she come and ask, what will I tell her? I might get in trouble. But our own belief was, when I clear the plate, I should eat the meat and wash the plate, right? So I got a nylon, and I put the meat, inside the drawer where we put all the cutlery, you know. So I washed the dishes. So I'm like, okay, when she asks, I will say the meat is there. So the following day, she wanted to cook, and she opened the drawer. She wanted to get like a cooking cutlery or something like that, and she saw a nylon wrapped with meat, and she brought the meat. She was like, hey, oti jauli, oji ẹran jẹ, ṣé mi kì í fún ẹran tí ma fún ẹ lóúnjẹ, mi ń fún ẹ lẹ́ran. Sorry guys, I'm coming here, let me blow my, sorry. So she was like, you've started stealing meat from the pot. Don't I give you meat when I give you food? Don't I give you meat? And I was just there. I don't know how to defend myself. I don't know how to tell her that it was the meat uncle ate last night that you told me to clear the plate, that is the meat I put in a nylon and I put there in case you ask. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say it out because I don't know how to say anything. So I was just staring at her, and she got the omorogun stick and she beat me. She beat me on my palm. You are stealing meat. Why are you stealing my meat? Why don't I give you meat? She beat me. But apart from that, she's good to me. And one day, we went to one of their cousins' house, and they were doing something, get together. And one auntie came with her husband. She was, I remember she was pregnant then, and she's also a family. So she said she liked me, and how can she get someone like me? So that my auntie that was staying with, I'll call her my auntie. She said, oh, it's my mommy, or it's my mommy's maid. I just me too, I like her. And when I went to Eko, I just brought her, and she said, oh, I like her. I'm having a baby soon, and all sorts of stuff. And she was so nice to me, the lady. And that was the last time I saw her. And later on, this lady I was staying with, that she was living with her fiance, something happened between her and her fiance, that the fiance does not want to marry her anymore. And she packed all her stuff. She went back to Eko, and she went with me. So the lady that saw me, she too used to live in Eko. They just came for the get together in Jebu, and she was pregnant. She said she wants me, she liked me, and she want me to come and live with her. So she told my madam, gong. My madam was like, I think they discussed the price, how much she was paying me. Say, okay, you have to start paying her. So I went with her. I think it was in Solo. Where is the name of that place? I think it was Solo, if I can remember. Is it Solo? So we went there, and I was this woman. Oh my days, she was so nice to me. She took me to the market. All this leftover, all these second-hand clothes. She buy me skirt, she buy me dress. This beautiful. It was so beautiful. I was wearing skirt. First time me too, I wear skirt. I wear all these American clothes. She bought me a lot of things. She was pregnant then with her first child. I was so happy. There. But one thing she did, anytime her husband went out, her husband go out, she'll pack all her husband's shirts. She'll sit down, she'll be telling me to wash, and I'll be scrubbing it. And then as a 9-year-old, my hand was so small, and the shirt was so big. And this man is a big man. He's a big, just big man, fat man. Sorry. And she'll tell me to wash it, and I'll be washing it. Even when I'm scrubbing it, my hand will be aching me. It's like, bah! She'll hold a cane that she'll be washing it, and I'll be scrubbing it. So I was living with the woman, everything. A lot happened. And when it was around December, she took me to that woman, my original madam, and the uncle came to pick me. I was not suffering apart from washing the husband's shirt. And when her husband come, she'll tell her husband she's one that wash it. And I went, and my uncle came after my 1-year contract has ended. My uncle came, they picked me, and I was so happy. I'm like, I'm going to see my mom, I'm going to see my grandma, I'm going to see everybody. And during Christmas time, everybody was coming from their madam, people that was doing Maid in different places. They keep coming. Some of them were going to a co-market. They were buying stuff. Everybody's ready. The vehicle that is going to take them home is next tomorrow. And me, I was just there. Nobody give me any money to do anything. You'll be lucky to see food and eat. Yes, guys, don't judge. And all of a sudden, they call me. They say I'm not going home for Christmas. Oh my goodness. They say you are not going home. They lie. They say your mom said you should not come home. You should do 1 more year before you come home. I started crying again. I cried. And my mom, later when I went home, my mom told me that when the vehicle came, she was so happy. She ran. She went to go and stand. Everybody was coming out. Everybody came out. She didn't see me, and she started crying. Meanwhile, they lied to me. They say it's my mom that does not want me to come home. They have to go to another place for another 1 year. That is how I went to this Alaja. Hey, that is when the sufferness starts. Ah, Alaja. As I told you guys, there's a lot happened before I could come to the Alaja, but I was jumping because there are some things that I don't feel comfortable sharing, you know. And I don't want you guys to call me crybaby. Everybody has gone home for Christmas. I may have to go somewhere. And I went to Alaja. And life began from there. I'm going to end the video here. It's very difficult for me to share, but I want to share. There's a reason why I'm sharing all this. There's a reason. You guys might not know the reason now. Some of you might come here and judge me. Why are you sharing it if you know you're going to be crying like a baby? There's no way I want to share this kind of story and I will not cry. There's no way. No matter how ready I am, I'll be bold when I'm saying it. And I remember as if it was yesterday and I mean it. And I remember how I was feeling. An innocent child. There's no way. Then I was 10. Yes, guys. And I don't want you guys to judge any of my parents, because my mom has nothing to do with this. It was my dad's decision. He's my father. I don't want you guys to judge him, because some of you that are watching this video, you are parents and you make the decision you think is right for your child. And I believe that those days, that was decision my father thought. I think is making the right decision for me then anyway. And those of you that you were lucky enough, you watch my trip to my country, West Africa, you see how me and my dad is, you know, I've forgiven him. And who am I not to forgive him? I've forgiven him. I love him so much. And he's done what he was sent to do in my life then. Shebi cannot come and tell me now, Johnny, I want you to go here. I want you to go and do this. I go like this, go like this. It's me now that I'm telling him what to do. He did what he think is the best for me then. So I don't judge him. I love you, Father. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna end it here. I'll see you guys. Sorry that the story is like this, but I have to put it that way so that I'll be able to talk. Otherwise, I'll just be crying. I want you guys to watch to understand where I'm going and where I'm coming from. That is why I'm sharing this story. But the deeper one, I will share it when the time is right, in the right place. Okay? Yes, not on this platform. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video, and the story will be continued. Okay, guys. Love you all. Bye.